All right, hey, what's going on, Freedomers? Okay, so passion versus need-based business. Okay, so before I get into this, quick story. So I was talking to my Gemini business partner, and you know how Geminis are. They're all analytical and stuff. And she was telling me about her mentor, and she got me into the understanding, like on some. She got me into the understanding on some, like, yo. One of her mentors was focused on a certain area for a certain amount of years, and that's her craft. So she built around her craft, and it made me rethink about my journey. And it's amazing how when you're around polar opposites, like, I really want to talk about the law of polarities for a little bit, where it's like when I was around a Sagittarius, um she expanded me, but she gave me a very passionate approach to expansion. The Gemini made me rethink about logic, and she made me dive into a logical perspective of saying, but is that paying the bills though? And here's what I mean by that. Meaning, look at the data and the analytics and the uh linear understanding of business. Don't look at it from that's what you are passionate about, and that's something you can do. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, right? Um, my roommate, who's a Gemini, gave me this shirt, and it's just to be tied with spirit again, right? So, Voodoo Ranger. So I am going to be initiated in voodoo soon. So, because he doesn't do that, and that's fine. But I don't have a problem with this. He does. But that's spirit, right? But this is more of passion. What I'm passionate about. Voodoo. Because in the next 6 to 12 months, next year I'm gonna be talking about voodoo. And rain. I am gonna be a voodoo ranger. But this is you may not. I may wear this, but I won't get into it with you off rip. But the no, let me get the Sagittarius and the Pisces pushed me to this. The Gemini pushed me to marketing, to my need based again, right? So, because she reminded me to be more logical, and it's not that. And she also said, yo, when are you gonna start, like, pushing astrology deeply, because you're really good at it? And I get that, but for me, what mostly pays the bills is my marketing, not astrology. Because astrology comes off of the astrology. When you become an astrologer, you still need marketing. You still need sales. You still need tactics on how to scale your business. But marketers don't often, well, it depends how deep you go. But marketers don't necessarily need astrology. Now, because I blend the two, that may not be the godforsaken truth, right? For me, because I blend the two. But what I would say is, like, I told one of my clients about her daughter who was going to start a bakery business. I was like, go find a need and sell that first to start to get into the scale of business. So sometimes, like, even with e-commerce, right? Instead of selling shirts, sell something that people are going to buy anyway. Like, go sell some shit. Like, get out your feelings. Like, if you found, like, let's say a PS5, like, you find a plug for PS5s, right? Go sell that. And instead of being passionate, oh, I need to sell shirts. right? So she helped me. She reminded me because the Sagittarius put me here, the Gemini put me here. So, the passion-based business is about want. The need-based business is about it doesn't matter. It's about the economy. It's about what solves a problem. Two, with a passion-based business, you have to create a demand. A need-based business, the demand is already there. With a need-based business, almost 70% of the time, you don't have to find an audience. They already exist. Like with let's say with astrology, right? I have to create a demand around people who like astrology. But with marketing, most businesses need marketing. So I don't have to search. I just have to pick who I want to deal with. And you pick who you want to deal with based on that's a good one. Oh my goodness. Damn, I wish I could write that down. Oh, yeah. You pick who you want to deal with based on price. That's who you pick who you work with based on price. So, a need-based business is always needed in hard times. A want-based business, not always. Unless you create a demand, then in hard times, people are not looking for you. But no matter what the economy in a need-based business, they're always looking for you. Three, people can apply what you say and make money. And in a need-based business, it's just about getting to the money. That's the end goal, the money, and then developing the vision around that. The passion-based business is about the vision first. Like being a motivational speaker is not a need-based business. So that's why they tell you don't focus on the money. Because it's a vision first business. When you're in a need-based business, if you don't make a certain quota, you're out of business. With a passion-based business, it's kind of okay to not they accept not making money for a period of time because they know the demand will come, right? But with a need-based business, you're not really creating a demand. You're filling a hole, and you're getting paid for that. Like I said, the audience is already here. With the need-based business, it's about value, meaning problem solved. And you get paid in a need-based business, in business in general, you get paid in proportion to the problem you solve, right? In a need-based business, that's true, but because you're not always solving a problem that people feel that they need, you're not going to be overly booked immediately. You have to create a demand for that. 6. Your need-based business is based on research, structure, and a copycat execution. So that means that you have to research your audience, who you want to serve, build a structure around that, and then copy and paste what's working. You do that in a passion-based business, but that's not always true. It is very much go off of what your passion is. You do that to scale in the sense of saying the structure of scaling. But it's not necessarily about structure because you may not have it in the beginning. It's not necessarily about research because you will do that, but that's not always completely necessary. You may not have the physical research to find somebody, right? You may have to create the demand to get the research. This the passion-based business is about passion, trends, and emotions more than it is research, structure, and copycat execution. The passion-based business is initially off of a counterintuitive problem solver, and meaning basically you go against the crowd. With need-based businesses, it's about the emotions that are the research. Emotions are the research to sell more things to solve more problems or a solution. In a need-based business, it's about when we think about emotions, it's just we're gonna sell them well, sounds like kind of fucked up, but to some extent we either sell them their trauma or we sell them the solution to their trauma. With a passion-based business, you do some of that, but usually you're going against the crowd with a little bit of this. 8, they're enjoying the ride or the journey. The passion-based business, I would say last but not least, is about enjoying the journey. A need-based business is not about the journey. It's about the process. And here's what that means. The process is a step-by-step formula that no matter who you pass it to, there is a success rate. A passion-based business, you can't really give nobody the step-by-step formula. You will find, you will have, you will figure things out, and you tell people things that work for you. And it's kind of like, if it works for them, it works for them. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But with a need-based business, it's if you do what I say, you're going to get to the bag. It's not about how you feel about it. It's not about, we're not experimenting. There is always some experimentation for growth, but we're not experimenting in a need-based business. It's a do what I say and you're going to get there. I promise. And the only reason why you don't get there in a need-based business is because you quit. Well, it's in any business, but truly, if you abandon the process, it's because you quit. This is more because, you feel like it doesn't resonate, all these emotional reasons. So go to bit.ly/ go to this link or the link in the caption / social media Mastery 1, Social Media Mastery 1, to learn how to make money online. Peace. Or learn how to make some extra money from home. Peace.